2. All right, here's a big circle. Oh, a little drip. I just want to make a bunch of shapes. Don't really care where they are. Just want to fill it in as much as I can. This is a good way to really get used to the brush. It's a really good way to get used to the paint. How much pressure you're supposed to put on, how much the paint goes, how much you can use before you have to dip it in. Lines, squares, you name it. Put them anywhere you want. It's like building a big jigsaw puzzle. Just getting used to it. Leaving little spots of white so we can put things in later. How about a big circle here? Nice. I always keep a few brushes handy on paints like this because I jump back and forth. I'm going to use a bigger brush. I'm going to use some yellow. I'm going to fill in different spots. That turned out a little green, but hey, who cares?
Out of the cosmic factor, between the years 1952 and 56, Anno Domini, a combination of celestial forces collided with the spiritual powers of nature to bring forth tradition.
Remember, wherever you want to put something, put it. There's no wrong, there's no right. I personally have no clue what I'm doing right now. Don't be afraid to mix your colors. If you want to change brushes, change brushes. If you feel you're more comfortable with one, use it. If you feel more comfortable with the other, use it. Fill in spots. Some red. It's also nice to start thinking of what you want to come out. Have in your mind something that you want to do, you know? Don't just, go blindly if you want, but, start thinking. Move to the next step. I'm thinking about how I kind of want to turn this into some sort of, like a self-portrait maybe. Like a wacky, crazy self-portrait. Something that's right out there. I know it doesn't look too good right now, and it looks kind of stupid, like, what the heck's going on? But trust me, it's gonna jump. Painting! When I was a young man and I started to grow this mustache, I decided one day, after years of fooling around with art, here and there, not taking it too seriously, to try painting. So I found some poster paints that I had in my basement, and I just experimented. I came up with just this idea to just put shapes, any different shapes, any different which way I could. Draw little things, funny little faces, little characters, and at the end, I came up with this. And to that day, from that day on, I should say, I've always gone back to have fun, to reinvent myself. Gonna add some white in here for different spots. Now, if you want to paint the whole thing in, that's up to you. You can use the whole canvas, but I like to leave some negative space so the image is just sort of floating around somewhere. But hey, if you want to paint all over, paint all over. So now that I got a lot of these shapes and strokes in, I feel I can use a little bit more. That looks kind of fun. I'm gonna drop this brush. Drop this brush. I'm gonna get some dark color here. I'm picking up the black, which we never use. We should always try to avoid using black, as they say, but who are they? Oh, that's good enough. Okay. Smaller brushes. Small little brushes add more detail. Let's play with the contrast here, because this is going to be really dark. Let's outline some of the stuff we've done. Let's do some different lines, smaller circles. I'm gonna start making this a little bit more like a world. I see a world exploding. A lot of energy. So I'm gonna make these represent buildings. To tell you the truth, this is usually a theme in these paintings I do. I always kind of make them look the same. So when people look at it, they know that it's mine. They say, hey, isn't that guy that nobody cares about?
Beats that are funky. Beats that are funky. Beats that are hard.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That's the ticket. Dip it in the blue. Again. Make little things how about make a little moon? How about a little moon? Right there. Yeah. How about I don't know. Just anything. Color. Smaller brush again. More little circles. Play with the negative space. Dot. Try connecting the dots. All come together. Usually, I put two eyes the same way in these paintings all the time, and I make them look like bugs. I'm gonna do those right here. So it really kind of makes it look like a face. That looks odd. But we'll work around it. Let's put some white, some hard white in there. So I'm liking it. I don't really like the face inside. It looks not a heck of a lot like me, but you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. You just gotta keep on plugging through. So when you come back, we're gonna finish this painting and try to get it to look really, really, really crazy. Come on back.